So sometimes John gets tired of reading the stories that our producers select for him, so he takes matters into his own hands.
Because they only give him 5, makes him repeat it over and over again. He's gathered a collection of stories, and we get to decide what he reads.
Yes, I take it into my hands, and then I put it in yours.
Right.
Because this is a democracy in here.
Also,
Absolutely.
Plausible deniability.
Is what he's looking for.
Exactly. So the way it works is I give you guys 2 hints about a story, and based on those hints, you guys choose which one of those stories you would like me to deliver. It's like one of those choose your own adventure books.
I love those.
Except it's a newscast.
Yeah.
No.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, round 1. Your choices are Monolith number 2 or Beer for Australians.
I'm going to go with Monolith number 2.
I agree.
Okay, Monolith number 2. By now, you have undoubtedly heard about the shiny metal object that mysteriously appeared in the Utah desert and then disappeared, right?
Yep.
The only thing left behind was a little triangle-shaped hole in the ground and apparently a lot of human waste.
Oh,
People have flocked to the desert.
Oh.
That's the number 2 part of this. People flocked to the desert to see the mysterious object, and apparently they filled up on snacks along the way, according to the Bureau of Land Management. The BLM says they have found BMs all over the desert leading to the site.
I hate you so much.
And they're now telling looky-loos to stay away because they don't have enough loos to accommodate all of them.
Wow.
Think about this.
That was inspired, right?
Yeah, that was good
that
stuff.
Right there.
That was good stuff.
That was.
Think about this, though. If this did actually come from a life form somewhere else in the universe, our response was to go there and poop.
Yeah.
It's 2020. I mean,
They packed up and were like, never mind, we'll find another planet.
we'll find another planet.
And that's why we haven't been invited to the Federation of Planets.
That's why.
They're afraid of what we'll do once we get there.
Exactly.
We are the worst.
Okay, round number 2. Your choices are Something Ain't Right or Move It.
I unfortunately picked that last one, so you go for it.
Oh. All right, I'm going to go with Move It.
Move It.
I like to move it, move it.
I wanted to do, the Ludacris song, Move It, but I figured I probably couldn't get away with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so a video has gone kind of viral, showing an ambulance that is being blocked by a person on the street. The ambulance carrying a patient needs to get somewhere, but they're being blocked by a person on the street who refuses to move their car.
Oh.
Take a look at this. This happened in Pittsburgh, and yes, that is a city parking enforcement officer
Shut up.
blocking an ambulance, carrying a patient with lights on, and
Are you having a conversation?
and having an attitude about it.
Wow.
Oh my.
Oh!
Yeah,
This is not real.
this is real. This happened near the University of Pittsburgh, of which my wife is a distinguished alum.
Talking.
Yes. The city says that the officer has been suspended without pay. Look, she's upset.
Yeah.
She's mad at
She's
the
mad.
ambulance.
Yeah.
Wow.
The patient in the back rolled down the window and said, my appendix burst about 2 hours ago. Could you please move the car?
Sis, you are in the wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Very wrong. Okay, final round, guys. Your choices are sick burn or keep that meat out your mouth.
I recuse myself.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you?
Yes.
Please, John, keep that meat out of your mouth.
I was hoping you would choose that one.
I knew you would.
Okay, so the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has a warning for our friends in the Great White North. Don't buy bottled meat that's advertised in newspapers.
Why is it bottled? Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Robert Waite of Tignish, Prince Edward Island, has
That's
been
not
advertising
kimchi.
his
not
bottled
kimchi.
meat in the classified sections of newspapers around his province.
Oh my gosh.
But regulators warn that tests have shown some of the bottles of chicken and beef may be contaminated with botulism. But
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shocker.
But Waite is pushing back, and to assuage any concerns about the safety of his product, he laid out his recipe and his meticulous bottling process for the CBC, saying, quote, a little bit of salt goes in, a little bit of water, and meat.
What?
That falls under the, I'm sure that the regulators in Canada were like, we didn't think we needed to tell you this.
Right.
But don't buy, first of all, anything called bottled meat.
Right. There's the reason why it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Hey, look what I brought home, honey. A bottle of chicken.
Now, if you put it in a tube, it's fine.
And then it becomes a sausage.
Cody, Bartholomew Stark.
Courtney, you know, I'm about 90% vegetarian, except when I'm here. Mm-hmm. And now I'm full-on vegetarian. I've joined your club.
Yes!
Thank you very much.
Air five.
Bing.
All right, guys, we'll be back next hour with the leftovers, which are the stories you did not choose. And I will bottle them with salt and water.
I love the KCBS.
I do too.
That's awesome.